So, the first flagship of year 2023 is finally here, the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Yeah, we now know what it looks like and how it is spec'd. And quite frankly, it is not exactly reinventing the wheels because it looks like Samsung took the Galaxy S22 Ultra, tweaked some few specs and gave it a new name. You know, like Apple does with their iPhones. You could say that the S23 Ultra is just the Galaxy S22 Ultra Plus. With that being said, let's take a dive into the small comical changes in the S23 Ultra and find out if it's worth an upgrade and your money. The biggest upgrade to the S23 Ultra is the addition of a 200 megapixel sensor to the rear camera. Samsung says this sensor has adaptive pixel binning tech and can adjust in different light conditions to capture crisp photos. There is also a new 200 megapixel capture mode, which makes it possible to crop in on photos you take post-capture to reframe your shots. On the front, the S23 Ultra has a new 12 megapixel dual pixel sensor, which many Samsung users would consider to be a downgrade compared to the Galaxy S22 Ultra's 40MP front camera. Whether it's a downgrade remains to be seen when the phone is put to test. For the first time ever, Samsung is shipping the S23 Ultra with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip across all markets. What's more interesting is the fact that this chipset is exclusively designed for Galaxy devices, and it promises improved efficiency and higher clock speed. This is going to make a lot of people, including myself, very happy because I live in a part of the world where we only get to receive the Exynos powered devices by default, and especially those who have long considered the Exynos powered devices lesser than the Snapdragon devices in terms of performance. Another new thing with the S23 Ultra is that this time around it comes with a base storage of 256GB, and to me, that's a fair improvement. And that upgrade can be justified by the fact that pictures and videos now take up more storage on our devices than ever before. And before you know it, you already run out of 128GB. The Galaxy S23 Ultra is similar to the Galaxy S22 Ultra because it sports the same 5000 mAh battery. But Samsung claims that the S23 Ultra should last 20% longer on a charge because the SoC has better power management than last year's model. That claim is definitely going to be tested to see if it holds true. The S23 Ultra comes with the same 45W fast charging as with the previous model, and wireless charging speed stays the same as well. So, if you own an S22 Ultra and you're asking yourself whether you should upgrade to the S23 Ultra, it really just comes down to a few questions. 1. Do you really need to use the 200 megapixel to take photos every single time, considering pixel binning and file size? 2. Do you really need the benchmark speed, knowing that nearly all flagship devices of today are designed to be very fast? The answer to these questions is probably no, because even though this phone was released a year ago, it was and is still so good that every other flagship that was released after it were benchmarked against it. But if you are coming from a 2-year or a 3-year-old device, upgrading to the S23 Ultra might be justifiable. And yes, the S23 might actually be good on paper, but it's still not convincing enough considering how good the S22 Ultra is. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think. With Samsung sticking to the same design as the S22 Ultra, do you think it's a good thing? And if you are new here, a sub to this channel would really mean a lot to me. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Cheers!